Thanks for coming round. We'll make you laugh before you go. Welcome to the Mermen. Welcome to the show.
Charge.
Bet you're excited to blow that again.
I am excited to be back in the studio. It's more fun being here. I mean, it's kind of nice not having to drive and you just get up and you just turn your laptop on, whatever.
Not having to drive, yeah.
Yeah.
That must be nice.
It's, boy, what a hassle sometimes it is getting over here from my house. Woof.
Yeah, I bet. Only took me an hour today, so cool. We couldn't be in studio because Louise was supposedly planning a wedding, but it didn't look like that on Instagram.
Yeah, every Instagram story is him and a cowboy. You really get into character over there, huh?
You could have been there for one day for planning your wedding. Yeah,
I forgot to block you guys from viewing my story.
Have you ever done that before?
I actually have, not from you guys, for some other boss. I can't let them know I'm here doing this shit.
It didn't look like you were planning anything.
When you hang out in Mexico, it'd be like if me, every time I went home to Miami, I just wore like a white suit with a teal undershirt, like Miami Vice.
Dave's like, I got to go home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I got to tend to some family business.
Yeah, and I'm out in a cigarette boat chasing down drug runners. You just really get into the culture is what I'm saying.
Well, he's Mexican.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like...
By the way, I was watching Louder Milk. Have you seen the show?
I am addicted to Louder Milk right now.
I don't know why it wasn't on the radar. It's been out for 3 years now, or for longer.
That's the cool thing now, though, is that shows that don't like really get a bump at the beginning, like they can find life later. And then
we got to get to other topics, but I just want to say real quick, and I'm in the second season right now. And
I thought you were saying you were on the second season. I was like, congratulations.
Yeah, no, it's 3 seasons have been out. And there's a guy who he's talking about meeting his brother, Louder Milk. And he goes, what if he's like a bad guy? Like he's an open carry guy. And he goes, what if he just like, and what if, and the girl goes, what if he wears like sombreros and something like that. And like, what's wrong with that? And she goes, that's cultural appropriation. And he goes, it's not a religious symbol. It's a sun hat. It's fine. Which I thought was such a good description. And then I watched like a couple of videos of people wearing sombreros and asking students at UCLA if it was bad. They're like, terrible. Yeah. And then they went to, East LA and they were like, yeah, we're cool. This looks great. Yeah. Whatever. But it is funny. It is a sun hat. And he goes, it's not a religious symbol. No. This is very funny.
It's not a sensitive item.
Made me think of our show. I was like literally watching it last night.
Yeah, we've been down that path before with the sombreros, and are they appropriate? For sure. I'm not going to name any names. I'm just saying someone on this podcast is a little aggressive with that stuff.
Before we get into it, does anyone care to talk about Valentine's Day? Or Louise reminded us and we were like, I don't give a fuck.
My wife could care less about Valentine's Day. So we don't really... I wouldn't even know it's a thing. I did notice the new trend is on social media. A lot of like sports franchises and different organizations make their own Valentines. And that's kind of funny. Like the Miami Heat did one where it was like, this was dirty. So like, obviously they did like the Kevin Love, like they did a pun with Kevin Love's name and whatever. Yeah. And then they put up, what's the kid's name? I can't remember his name, but he's a two-way player. And it just said, there's no two ways about it. I like you. And it's like, man, they're taking shots at this guy's contract.
Yeah. That's
pretty clever.
Louise did Valentine's Day for sure.
Oh, yeah. He
Didn't you take her to dinner or something?
On the bed.
Well, so the thing is, it's Jenny's sister's birthday on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, sure.
So it's always kind of like not a full celebration.
Oh, I don't want to steal her thunder.
Yeah, but
it's Jim Jeffries' birthday too.
Really?
Yeah.
But I did take her out to lunch, and it was something super quick because we got back to the States the day before. So nothing was really planned. I got her flowers. And I was like, all right, well, she likes Asian food. Let me look up some spots nearby. Found one.
You just were in 2 weeks in Mexico with her. It's like, do more?
I bought you a plane ticket to Mexico.
Well, so I found the sushi restaurant. Everything looked good. Presentation was awesome. A lot of good reviews. So we showed up. And then we go in, and all the tables are on the floor, and everyone's sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
And they're like, for two?
Okay,
please take your shoes off. I'm like, oh, no. Luckily,
why, your feet stunk?
Well, I just can't sit crisscross applesauce, and everyone in there had really good posture.
Yeah, but I'd be laying on the ground. I'd just be like, just drop it in my mouth.
But no, luckily they had a little cutout for legs in the floor. So
that's why there's less fat Asians.
Yeah.
Because they have to get down and
Sit
up.
on the floor. It's hard if you're fat to get up and down.
But
that's what Louis is saying. He's fat.
Even the sumo wrestler guys are very flexible. Like they can get down and up, and
They get chairs.
Yeah.
Loophole.
Really? Sumo's?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we should start.
Well, real quick before we do start, I found the person who sent the coffee.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coffee.
It's our good pal Ellie, who we met in
Florida?
yeah, exactly. I
Hey.
forget which comedy club it was.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I do remember that.
Oh,
now.
Guy Ellie.
Yeah,
It was at Dania Improv.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we met him
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ellie.
So
Thanks, Ellie.
Thanks for the coffee.
yeah,
Appreciate
officially.
it. Why did he send something in?
Yeah, he sent a message.
Okay,
kind of-
fuckheads.
He was like, I've talked to Dave about this ad nauseum. It was me who said the coffee.
Stop
Like,
drinking your coffee in the mic, by the way. You're fucking gross, bro.
Oh, really? I thought
You
that was
eat
like
food and drink everything. Yeah, no. The beer opening and pouring is one thing. Going.
I thought it was a nice little sound effect for people in their car. Like
Nobody.
They can then picture like that we're here sipping our coffee.
Do it again. You
having
think
a
this is nice?
conversation. Yeah, just a little like a.
It's gross. It sounds like you're fucking backspitting or something.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I came up with an amazing.
This is how you do it.
Okay.
Over here, take a sip. Try it.
I came up with an amazing hack today. I got the ham and Swiss sandwich from Starbucks, but then I got the bacon protein little egg bites, and I put them on the sandwich. It was the best thing I've ever eaten from Starbucks. Sure, a little pricey for a breakfast sandwich since you're buying two different items, but that's the way to go if you go to Starbucks. Just throwing it
Disgusting.
out there.
Yep, there it is.
Just don't drink like that. Who goes?
Well,
Just drink like a normal person.
I got to suck it up under my
Like,
mustache.
watch me drink.
Yeah. Damn, you're so good at that, Forrest.
You hear anything?
No, it's super
I had to,
silent.
like, hold them.
It's really hot, though. It's really hot.
But just to close it up, yeah.
My egg bites are
All right,
gross.
thank you, Ellie, for the coffee.
He says, okay, this is hilarious. I send the coffee to you guys, me, Ellie. Sorry,
Yeah.
just listening to the episode now. Please enjoy it. If Dave left it in his car, he may have ruined it. Heat is not good for coffee unless you are actually making it. I hope it maintained its aroma, flavor, and oil content.
Did you leave it in the
It
car?
was in my car for like 4 months.
Was it?
Yeah, but it's been cold. I mean, my car's, I have an air conditioner in my car.
Should have
It's
just
temperature
lied
controlled,
right
yeah.
now for him. Would have been nice.
Nah, yeah, I've been keeping it in a temperature controlled closet in my house, so it's fine. Fresh beans.
Cool. All right, let's start.
Let's go.
First quarter.
Basketball, first quarter, Michael Biamonte. The All-Star game was yesterday. Segue.
That was amazing. You're a pro.
That's how they do it. If you wouldn't have called attention to it, people would have been like, wow.
Yeah, no, seamless.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I like the basketball. I like the 3-point shooting. I like all that shit. You know what? The reason I want to talk about basketball, though, is like Jimmy Butler, our buddy. Man, I wish I was buddies with Jimmy Butler.
He'd be a fun hang, huh? He just seems like
Looks like it on Instagram. He's always playing cards and hanging out.
dating
And
Shakira.
going shopping with his friends.
Dating my girl,
I don't
dog.
think he's dating Shakira anymore.
Nobody was for
I
a
think
while.
somebody else is dating Shakira now.
I wish it was me. No.
Look up who's dating Shakira for us while we're talking about this, Louise. When you're done with your separating your rose petals.
Shakira.
He missed a couple games for the All-Star game. He missed a couple games for the All-Star game against Milwaukee and 76ers.
And he did awesome.
Yeah, crushed Milwaukee. Crushed them without him. And then beat the Sixers, too.
Yeah, and gave the Celtics a real run for their money.
Did he not play in that game, too?
Yeah, it was out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we were tight in that game. Yeah, that's right. He was out of that game. Yeah, we were tight in that game. We got blown out by him before. They're the best. Them and the Clippers are the best teams right now. But and Oklahoma City, I like. But anyways, he missed because he had a death in his family. They didn't disclose who, which you don't have to do that, I guess. You know.
Well,
but
every single season, Jimmy Butler misses some games for personal reasons.
that's fine. I mean, everyone misses work for personal reasons. That's why people get so upset with him. They're like, okay, you save up money to buy a ticket and you go to see him, and it's just like any other job. Just because they make so much more money,
Yeah.
you're like it's like they're also trying to like maintain their bodies because there's too many games in the NBA. And
Load management, they call it now.
The playoffs is all that matters, and you got to play 82 games. There should be like 50 games in the playoffs if you want them to play every game. And then spread the games out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But anyways, It definitely wasn't his mom or dad because they always say when it's the mom or dad. Because
I don't think Jimmy Butler was
who?
Jimmy Butler. I don't think he knew his mom
Butler?
or dad.
Jeez, racist.
No, I'm serious. He was. I think he was raised by a foster family, so maybe he could have been
Is
that
he a
mom or dad.
foster kid?
He was.
He must be like the shining example. Of the
Yeah,
foster
dude,
kid
his story is
system.
amazing. He was homeless at one point.
What?
And made his way into Marquette. Yeah.
Jimmy Butler. We'll look him up. Okay, but
you want me to call him?
So maybe it was his foster family then. I don't know. I look. I'm not like I'm for him being able to do whatever he wants hour long. But I am curious. I guess he'll be back now. I don't know. Remember Kyle Lowry was taking time off and they wouldn't say why either?
Yeah. The Heat are pretty cool about that.
Yeah. How much time do you get off if someone dies? This is what I'm curious about. Like, is there...
I mean...
I'm looking up his story now. What are you looking up?
His story.
Wait, who's Shakira dating?
As of October 2nd, 2023, Jimmy Butler confirmed he and Shakira are just friends. So.
October 2nd. Yeah, that was the playoffs last year where they were. Yeah. She was like showing up to the games, but who's dating her now?
It doesn't say. There's nothing.
So Jimmy grew up in Houston. His father left him when he was young, and then his mother kicked him out of the house when he was a teenager.
Yeah, wow, rough. She told him, I don't like the look of you, you gotta go. It's from Wikipedia. Then he bounced between houses. But he's still close with his parents, he says. Despite all of his close relationship with his parents, saying, I don't hold grudges. I still talk to my family and my mom, my father. We love each other. That's never going to change. And then in summer basketball league in Tomball High School, he was noticed by Jordan Leslie, a freshman football and basketball player out of the school, challenged him to a 3-point shooting contest. And I guess the rest is history.
Well, there's those conspiracies that he's Michael Jordan's illegitimate child.
They just say that as a joke. I don't think that's real. But I know when like I guess when my mom passed away, I was not working at it was during the summer. We were about to come back. It was about 4 weeks before the Jim Jeffries show started again. So I mean I wouldn't have come that week for sure, you know? Like,
yeah.
I always think it's funny when people are like, this is what they would have wanted. Like,
yeah, I think it's a slippery slope because, you know, if it's something where they've been sick for a long time, I mean, I guess I should ask you, not tell you, because you've gone through it. But if it's something where they're sick for a long time, and so, you know, it's not as, I guess maybe, I don't know, not prepared, that's not the right word, but maybe like it helps to just get back to normalcy or whatever, as opposed to like, you know, everything was fine one day and then something tragic happened and they were gone. You might need to take a week off work to like process that.
It depends how old they are. This is my rule. This is my rule for people dying. If they're old, you want them to die quickly. You don't want it to drag out this long thing because they're old. If they're young, drag it out. That way you can say goodbye and stuff because they didn't live a long life.
Drag out the death? Or drag
I'm
out
not saying you can control this. I'm just saying this is ideally how it should be.
Oh.
Is like like with my mom, the last 2 weeks of her life were fucking terrible. And then even the last year was very difficult for her. You know, she had cancer and things started to progress to a point where it was always affecting her life, the last however many years of her life. But the last portion of her life was shitty for her. It was like really painful and difficult. And especially when somebody dies like that, the last 2 weeks, you're just basically like a heroin addict on morphine. You're in hospital.
Yeah.
Like there was so many times selfishly, I would see her and I'd be like, I just wish she would die now because I don't want her to go through all this pain and stuff, you know? And, you know, it's like fucked up to say in your head, but it's like, I think people understand that. So somebody that's been sick for a long time, you wish that they would just go to sleep and then not wake up. And you're like, oh shit, that was great. Instead of you suffering for these last three or 4 months.
So, but
I've never seen a person die. I watched my grandfather die that same way. And it's always miserable for the family and the people.
Yeah.
And they've lived a long life and they've been sick for a while. So you've already discussed death and this and that, whatever. Versus a young person that like, you know, if someone that seemed pretty healthy, you'd be like, oh, well, I hope they hang on for like 3 or 4 more weeks so we can like say our goodbyes versus they, you know, die in a car wreck or something.
Yeah. But I guess I'm talking more about like processing it and how much time you would need to take off work to deal with it and stuff like that. Like
that is, I'll tell you this, I still have not processed my mom's death fully and it's been 4.5 years. And so it's all different for everybody. So it's not like you're going to take 2 days off and you're like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Like it's bad, you know, versus like if somebody you didn't care about as much, you know, like,
Have you ever gone to therapy?
have you ever gone to therapy? Yeah, I've been to therapy before.
For that?
For my mom.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Why do you want me to go to therapy?
I don't know. Just curious. I feel like I need to go to therapy.
For what?
I don't know. I still carry a lot of this stuff from my son's accident, and it's like I can't get past it. And I think talking to someone would help.
Then you should go to therapy.
And my son's, you know, for the most part, okay. Like, you know, like couldn't imagine if I had lost him in that whole thing. I'd
be great if we were sponsored by BetterHelp right now.
Yeah,
We could like seamlessly go into this.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should go to therapy. I think that Jimmy Butler should go to therapy. I'll go to therapy. Luis will go to therapy for his love addiction.
I would love to have therapy with Jimmy Butler, where he's just like, tell me about your feelings.
What do you mean? As your therapist?
Yeah. I think he'd have good advice.
You know, if you wanted, we could talk about something in the realm of sports, like if you want it to be a little less depressing. The Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Oh, I'm sorry, somebody got shot.
Oh yeah, you mean this
Somebody got
this
shot.
super happy event that everyone tries to first politicize because Taylor Swift is there, and then people decide to just take other people's lives and create these same situations.
Children were injured.
Unbelievable,
more
man.
than adults.
What is
children.
wrong with the world, bro?
And then I saw the guy. I was looking on TikTok, and then the guy that with his wife is the guy that tackled the guy wants to be famous now.
Oh, he's
I'm
like,
the guy that tackled the guy, and then I just tackled him. It's like cool.
Yeah,
like
do it because it's the right thing to do.
Glad you did that, but also shut the fuck. Like it's like this is the guy. I think the cops are a little more concerned right now about processing what the fuck's going on because there's mayhem going on at this Super Bowl. So it was I'm sure everybody knows there was a Super Bowl celebration for the Kansas City Chiefs. There were no winners in the Super Bowl, in my opinion, because I hated both those teams. The winner was Taylor Swift with getting free publicity. Like that's so much money, by the way. And I'm not a conspiracy nut for that, but it's a lot of money in publicity.
Well, well, let me pump your brakes for a second. You're not a conspiracy theorist with all this stuff because
I'm not.
I do think we have a soundbite that has Forrest saying that if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, it's scripted.
I like how you looked at Louis like he's going to pull up the soundbite right now.
I hope I'm not expecting any of that.
Yeah, but I said it as a joke.
Okay.
But at the end of that whole thing, I said, yeah, but probably not. You know, whatever. But, you know, Kanye West supposedly was showing up in front of Taylor. There's a rumor of that.
And then she put the kibosh on it.
Did you hear that?
I saw something about it.
Supposedly, look, Kanye West is like a brilliant music producer and artist and stuff, but he's
Just a dummy in life.
a fucking menace, bro. Yeah. Like it's like, why are you obsessed with this woman? Supposedly, and I don't know, he had bought a ticket and for him and his crew to be right in front of the box where Taylor Swift was. And he was going to wear a mask with he's wearing masks now and like have a sign and say something, whatever. And I guess the Taylor Swift people found out about it. This is the rumor again. And they either had his ticket moved or something.
God, it'd be so funny if they just moved her box so that he showed up and with like an arrow pointing up and she's not even there.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I really feel silly now.
This is Dan Marino in there. It's like, I don't even know who this guy is.
Dan Marino's having a little bit of a moment right now.
Is he?
He's been in a lot of commercials. He's been very like jovial in interviews. Yeah, he's been getting some positive, like people are writing articles like Dan Marino would throw for 6,000 yards in this current day NFL. Like he's been getting a lot of shine lately. So,
do you like how we started this off talking about someone got shot and killed at
man.
That's how much time we gave it, by the way.
Well,
America.
I'll say this.
Dan Marino's having a moment though.
Yeah. Hey.
It's sad to say
what
this,
you can do?
But we need to normalize people rushing those people and stopping them because it's the only, unfortunately, it seems to be the only way to.
This is your gun solution?
Yeah.
We got to train people to rush them without guns.
We need more bum rushing. Yeah.
There was 800 cops there, by the way, with weapons.
Yeah. And
everyone's like, we need more. You would have 2,000 cops.
And by the way, if you look at the video of the guys chasing that guy, they run right by some cops that are just standing there, you know. Yeah. So I mean, look, obviously it's a big complex problem.
No, I don't blame the cops for that because You're
Yeah,
at,
they don't know
you're at
what's
a Super Bowl,
happening,
so
yeah.
there's so many people there. It's like chaos. But my point is there was a lot of people with weapons there. There was a lot of good guys with guns there.
Just saying I have ideas because I too am a champion, and you know.
I saw this. You got a ring. What is that?
Yeah.
Pewter?
Oh man, it's a big shiny ring.
Yeah. What's it made out of? Those real diamonds?
I mean, I have to assume so.
What? For the high school water polo?
I mean, we were undefeated, so it says it right across the
You
top.
weren't undefeated. You got kicked out of a game. But what?
I still get credit for that game. I was there for most of it.
What do you? Why? Who are you showing this to? Me or you're in between showing it to the camera and me?
I just thought you'd appreciate it, right? This is Coach Dave right there on the side.
Coach Dave.
Yeah, I'm just saying I could appreciate what the Kansas City Chiefs have accomplished. I will not be throwing a parade in respect for what happened, but actually we already had a parade, so I'm a liar.
Anyone get shot at it?
No, it was at the El Segundo Christmas
Success
parade.
then.
Yeah,
Success.
a lot of candy thrown around, but that was about it. Thankfully,
Some tits.
it's in conclusion, it is very sad that something where it's not even a political like. There's nothing going on there where someone could be mad or upset. They literally just wanted to go and create havoc.
You don't know
and
what
it's just
they wanted.
sad.
You don't know what they wanted. It could be about climate change. We got to go to the second quarter.
Second quarter.
I'd rather you sip than breathe on me like that. You just take a big breath and of
It was just a little sigh.
Pike's Place.
Just a little sigh.
Pike's Place.
Man, I got to tell you, this breakfast sandwich I made at Starbucks today was so good.
Yeah, I've heard the news. The egg bites. Yeah.
Did you like my new sweatshirt? This is from Tiger Woods' new collection. It's not even out yet. I scored one.
What's his hair right here?
Was there hair?
Right by your neck.
Oh, that's my
Looks
dog.
gross. Is that Tiger Woods' new collection?
Yeah. Can you see the embroidered?
I see the tiger. I didn't know that was
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I feel like a champion.
coming off the Genesis Invitational.
Yeah. I feel like a champion in this
You know what the
sweatshirt.
Genesis Invitational is?
Yes. It's a golf tournament that was at, or is at Riviera this weekend, right?
Last weekend.
Last weekend? Oh, the one in Phoenix. No, that's a Waste Management.
No, it was last weekend.
Is that what you're talking about? The one in Phoenix?
This comes out on Monday.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was so confused. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's this weekend. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Riviera, the last weekend.
Tiger Woods. Who's he
I
banging?
may or may not have gone on Sunday.
Cool. When it was, I forget. It was OnlyFans. That was what we were going to talk about.
Yeah, there's a couple of different things about OnlyFans going on.
A lot of things.
Yeah. One, let me see if I can bring it up.
One is I need to put in my new credit card information because
Do you use OnlyFans? Or
no,
you,
this is me doing you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're
Do I use OnlyFans?
Yeah. Are you a subscriber?
I don't think you use it. Do you use it to masturbate? I have not been on OnlyFans. Have you been on OnlyFans, Louise?
Like as
He's getting married. He's not gonna
customer?
tell the truth.
No. Do you have an account for your feet?
Not as a customer. Yeah. As do you perform on there?
I don't, but I did help someone set a page up once.
A woman or a guy?
Woman.
Now we see how he's affording all these trips.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't very successful at all.
Yeah, most of them aren't. That's the thing is like you look at it and people are like, this woman made $1 million, but most people are making fuck all.
Really?
Yeah, you think everybody's making $1 million a year?
I mean,
It's the kid. There's no way that could support it.
it's a lot of teachers end up on there.
I'll tell you what. There's a lot of success stories on there, and they're making a lot of money. But there's nothing more depressing. You know how depressing it is as a comic, and you're like, man, I wish I was making more money now and stuff. Imagine you're like, okay, I'm gonna show my vag and my tits on here, and then you have like 20 followers, and you're like, how much did you make last year? About like $2,000.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
So it was worth it. People look straight into my asshole.
Yeah.
And
I lost my job at the school.
yeah, you gotta, if you don't hit on OnlyFans, you want to talk about depression.
There's every other day there's a headline about some teacher who got, I don't know if caught's the word, but people found out. No, I see it all the time. That there's a teacher who
Can't
was
throw a rock or a stick without hitting a teacher.
yeah, he's on OnlyFans, seriously. But the teachers are making like 30 grand a year, and then some of them are making like 6 figures on OnlyFans. It's like,
if you're a teacher, you're gonna make money because that's already a fantasy unlocked, right?
Probably,
there.
yeah.
Like if I was a teacher, I would like pass out cards in class to all the guys.
You know who's?
Hey guys, check out my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What? It's gotta be a hot teacher.
I got a little homework assignment for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
$5.95 a month.
Wait, think right now of
Zero.
Who's the teacher you had?
Zero. I had gross teachers.
No. Let me get on the story.
Okay.
Who's the grossest, oldest, meanest teacher you had in school?
Miss Cross, probably.
Mine was Miss. She was a sweet lady, but she was super old. Miss Sindeldecker. Her boobs were down to here.
Sindeldecker.
Yeah. And now picture her on OnlyFans.
I don't even need to know what Miss Sindeldecker looks like to just that name alone.
She used to go.
Nobody hot is named Mrs. Sindeldecker.
Yeah. She used to go, and she wear these like floral like gowns, like these old like Wild West dresses, and then she'd be like, "Good morning, my supersonic 7th graders."
I bet you she would be on OnlyFans and her dildo would be wrinkled.
Oh, gross, bro.
If anyone out there can find me a hot Mrs. Sindeldecker in between Dave taking sips of coffee and coughing, it's fucking disgusting. Finding me a hot Mrs. Sindeldecker, you send that in there. You send that to me on social media somewhere. I want to see a hot Mrs. Sindeldecker. It doesn't exist in the world.
All right. What do you think is most surprising? Here's one I just saw. Do you remember that lady, Rachel Dolezal? Sindeldecker.
Rachel Dolezal? Michael Doliak's wife, the center for the Miami Heat?
No, that's random. No, the lady who was in the NCAAP and was pretending to be black.
Dolezal.
Dolezal. Sounds like a medication.
I think it was Dolezal, right? Is
Rachel Dolezal?
Is Rachel Dolezal the correct name, Louise?
I don't. Yeah.
The woman that pretended to be black and she headed the NCAA chapter in the Northwest. I think it was in Portland or Washington or something like that.
What's more surprising?
Yeah.
She's now a school teacher, and she's also very successful on OnlyFans.
In blackface?
No. But let me tell you, I was reading the article, and she goes hard.
She'll make money. She'll make money because she's famous. She's infamous, not famous, but she's
her shit's freaky, bro.
Wait, you've seen it?
I just was reading the article. They had some excerpts.
What were the excerpts?
It involved butt plugs and all kinds.
Jesus.
But it is a little.
A butt plug? That's it? A butt plug?
It was like, hey guys, sorry I was offline yesterday, but to make up for it, here's that double penetration footage I was going to show you. It was just kind of.
Oh, so she's making some money.
Yeah, it wasn't just like, hey, I'm a little scantily clad today.
I hope she's making money. Otherwise, you're Rachel Dolezal and you are double penetrating yourself and making no money. That's bad.
Yeah,
news.
and then teaching arithmetic Monday through Friday.
Yeah. That's sadder than someone that's homeless, in my opinion, is someone on OnlyFans not making money. What is it not sadder than? Someone on OnlyFans not making money and just spread eagle every day, just out, tits out.
I don't know.
No pants.
Sadder than me being the only comedian that didn't get invited to the Netflix as a joke festival?
No, because no one cares about that. So, like myself included, no one's going to feel bad for you for that. You're fine. You've got a Tiger Woods. That's
true. I do have. My friend gave me this, and that's all you need in life is a good friend.
Are you upset about the Netflix thing?
Not upset, but I mean, it's
you just brought it up out of the blue.
I mean, I'm still champion, so it's okay, but
I'm not in it.
Yeah, but you're going to be in Australia, so it's like you can in your brain.
Oh yeah, they
like,
did ask me.
Did they?
They said, "Hey, do you want your own show? You can invite whoever you want." I go, "Can I invite Dave Williamson?" And they go.
You were like, I'm going to be out of the country,
really.
but can I make a suggestion for who I think you should give this spot to?
I
and they were like, no, we're good.
Yeah. I said, do you like Dave Williamson? They said, no, we hate him.
Or did they? Did it go down more like this, where they were like, oh, it's too bad you're not going to be here, Forrest. But could you maybe recommend like a talented friend that could maybe take this spot that we're trying to fill? And you went, nah, can't think of anybody.
Escapes me. Everybody that I think's good is in the festival.
Yeah,
already.
everyone, all my friends have already been invited. So,
would you do OnlyFans?
No.
I would do it in 2 seconds if men can make money on it. Is there a man making money on OnlyFans?
There's got to be.
Fat man?
I bet there's a merman making money on OnlyFans.
We should do it.
I actually feel like Mermen would be pretty successful on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What, our podcast?
No, like
Do they have podcasts on OnlyFans? Don't they have like a...
They are doing a lot of production, yeah.
Let's get an OnlyFans.
One of my friends...
Homework assignment.
on it.
I don't think she'll mind me saying this, but
You're
friend
about to say it.
Yeah, friend of the show, Christina Wakaja, during the pandemic, I think she used OnlyFans for this.
Are you sure she's okay with you saying this?
Pretty sure. I can ask her before we put this out. But she was, during the pandemic, she was burping and just putting that on OnlyFans, and guys would pay her for it. She would literally she wouldn't take her clothes off or do anything like that. She literally would just
How much money?
I mean, she said she was paying her bills.
What?
Yeah, it was just
What can guys do? Look it up. Just that.
just a pretty girl, and she's a really good belcher, and she would just belch, and some guys are into that.
They're just jerking off to her
Probably, I mean,
belching,
doing something.
burping.
Yeah.
There's this like fat lady that just farts too, and not in like a sexy way where like people are into it. It's just a fart. Like she dedicates a fart to you, you know?
Oh, this one goes out to Roger.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't matter. It's a woman.
Roger's requesting a squeaker.
It's still a woman though, so that's women. They're gonna pay more for. Well, there's guys
if you-
will pay for weird shit from women. I don't think women will do that way.
If
I have a
guys
guy
can make
friend.
money burping and farting, I'm about to be rolling.
yeah. That's not a novelty. So
I'm gonna be rolling in it.
I do have a guy friend that's on OnlyFans, but like
what does he do?
like dick pics essentially.
He just stands there with his dick. Like,
Yeah.
Check out. He gets it like a wrench.
Does he have a unit?
I don't know. I've only seen the teasers on Instagram. A little emoji over it.
Well, get your friend. Support him.
Yeah, I think you should call him.
Yeah, subscribe, dude. Great. Join the conversation. You don't know if he has a big dick or not? Can we call him? Can we talk to him right now? I want to know about OnlyFans.
Not that kind of friend.
Yeah, it's fucking-
No, I mean
he's getting married.
Maybe he'd be open to it.
softening. So how about this? Because we're not gonna you. Okay, what is your other homework assignment? You got to find out if men can make money on OnlyFans. This is all together, and then you got to contact this friend. We'll call him next episode. Is he Cuban? No. Is he Mexican?
Mexican, yes.
Call him
Close
Mexican.
enough.
Yeah, call him Mexican.
There was also a story about a private school.
Find about it. Get pictures. Too.
There was a private school in South Florida where a mom had an advertisement on the back of her SUV window for her OnlyFans.
Yeah, dads will waiting in line to pick up their kids. Yeah, jot it down.
Well, they banned her from picking up her kid, and they didn't want her advertising her OnlyFans on school property.
That's lame.
Yeah, so they banned her. But that's also kind of like, look, I get it, money's money, and you shouldn't be ashamed if you're into doing that and whatever. But also, I would be, when I was a kid, if one of my friends had a hot mom, I don't know if my friend would want us to know that there was places we could go to watch her.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's a teacher, not a mom. Teacher need to make the money. Moms are fine.
I'm just saying, not from a legality standpoint, I'm saying like, I think she's making her kid's life a little hard.
Yeah, of course. All these people are making their families' lives hard. Like it's like you're in porn.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, like it's like you say you control it all you want. Stop. I'm pro porn. Like if people are they're not doing anything against their will and stuff like that, but this whole idea that like, and it's not. I don't think it's bad, but there are many people who have families that are religious or this or that or whatever, and they're going to be like, nah, I'm not down with this. But however, I will start an OnlyFans tomorrow.
Okay.
I just like that you got the words "I'm pro porn" right at the buzzer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of porn.
Me neither.
I never have in my life. And Jim, aforementioned Jeffrey, he will yell at me saying I'm lying about this. He'll be like, you're like, oh, I'm like, I just haven't. I couldn't name you other than Jenna Jameson because she's stat famous. I couldn't name you a fucking other porn star.
So I have an interesting.
I don't even know what she looks like. Jenna Jameson. Yeah.
I have an interesting struggle with this, and I've thought about it recently.
Oh boy,
I'm excited that maybe you're an ally in this because I don't watch a lot of porn either, and it might be just because I watched such an immense amount when I was younger that I already went through that. But I feel like it's because I can't disconnect the fantasy from reality. So when I watch it, all I think about is not like what's unfolding on screen or like get lost in the character. I'm like, I wonder what this girl's backstory is. And like, is she okay? And is she only doing porn because she was forced into this life? And I have a bleeding heart for the actress, so I can't enjoy what I'm watching.
Oh, the real life actress. But
then recently I've met a few different ex-porn stars through the entertainment industry and become friends with them, and they're very lovely people with great lives now, and they're not. And so I actually can watch their porn because I know that they're okay in life.
That's interesting.
Is that weird? I can only watch the porn of people I've known.
It's a weird excuse.
I've met a couple porn stars like doing comedy. I've never watched a porn because I do know them, and I think that would be weird. So you have a fetish, I guess.
Yeah. I agree with you that makes sense, but
that's
it's
almost
just
like,
where my brain.
That's almost like you're cheating on your wife.
Kind of, look, because you know that.
You might want to discuss this in therapy.
Yeah, I think it's funny that my brain goes there though.
We had a porn star on. You were still on ID Cat then, right? We had Lexi Luna on, and she'll come out like into Vegas. I've seen her in show. I met her. And I've never watched her porn. I feel like I've talked to her too much to where I would be like, oh, that's her. And then I have a friend who dated a porn star that I knew and stuff, and I would never watch hers. I just like talked to her, and she was quite well known too.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
You got homework, buddy. When we call Mexican.
Third quarter.
Miami Seaquarium.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, we've talked about Miami Seaquarium on this podcast a lot. And
Yeah.
I've said it. I think I've said it. And if I haven't, I'll say it right now. I still can't believe it's open. Like, I just thought it was. If you go to SeaWorld in Orlando, I think is there one in San Diego still, SeaWorld? Or?
I mean, there was. I don't know if there still is.
If you go to like a SeaWorld, like as much controversy has gone on there, from the moment you walk into, you leave, you're like, it's a theme park that's well maintained and kept. The Seaquarium, just driving up to it in the parking lot, you'd be like, is this open?
Yeah.
Are we about to see a ghost? Or the grass is dying. It's like a fucking shithole.
It was the greatest when we were kids, though. It was like
I
exciting.
think we just thought it was great when we were kids.
We're just remembering it that way.
Yeah, the only people there's nobody living anymore that I went to the Seaquarium with that I can ask, like, hey, was the Seaquarium a shithole when we were going there when I was a kid? Like, did you go there with your parents?
Oh yeah, many times.
Ask your parents if it was a shithole or not. I'm curious what there is, but it's like just a fucking pile of fucking rubbish.
Yeah.
And there's like fucking animals in there and shit now. So this thing's come out now, this new story. I mean, there's a fucking story every fucking week about and stuff. But
Yeah, it keeps going back and forth where there's like rumors coming out that the Miami Seaquarium is being shut down by the city. And then the Seaquarium puts out a statement like, nah, everything's cool, man. We're up to all the standards.
So a couple weeks ago, this came out. And then there's a blog from yesterday about Miami. A 2-inch nail was found in the throat of a dolphin named Ripley at the Miami Seaquarium. In the throat.
Like he swallowed it?
Like it wasn't eating properly, I think, and then the veterinarians found it.
Like he got shot with a nail gun, or like he swallowed it?
Like there's a fucking nail in a tank or something, because there's the Seaquarium and shit's just eroding and falling apart.
Maybe he was trying to like, he was pulling the nails out of the side, trying to break down the wall.
Maybe, good point. According to the latest United States Department of Agriculture, that's who, looks at all these facilities, reported and obtained by World Animal Protection. Also, another dolphin, Bimini, was observed with a broken bolt in her mouth, like just hanging out. I don't know if it was lodged in the throat, like the nail was.
In captivity in Bimini?
No, the name of the dolphin is Bimini.
Oh,
it's at the Miami Seaquarium. It's all at the Miami Seaquarium.
There's an island in the Bahamas called Bimini.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Bimini was also cited in the USDA report published last November, stating the 23-year-old dolphin had multiple rib fractures and various stages of healing. They did a CT scan. And they were likely caused by conspecific aggression for other animals in her tank. In addition to more foreign objects found and repeated violations of water quality and animal handling, animals that continued to die at the venue. A 20-year-old sea lion named Sushi was euthanized at January of 2024.
I mean, I think when you're naming the animal Sushi, we should probably start the investigation there.
She needed corrective eye surgery, but no surgeries could be done because the anesthesiologist and surgeon had not been paid. Ultimately, cancer was found in her, which disqualified her from the surgery, and then she was euthanized. Another inspection, dilapidated, blah, 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 sushi, those eye problems. And then we know Lolita died. It's a fucking shithole, man.
Yeah.
And I think we should start a petition to shut it down here in the Mermen.
All right, the Mermen podcast petitioned the Miami Seaquarium.
But we got to call it something like to not have nails in the throats of dolphins. We got to make it
something
catchy.
like nail the Seaquarium.
No, I didn't mean like that. I meant yeah. And what's that mean?
I don't know. I thought you were looking for something catchy. Yeah. What can we? So let's say that we're successful and we shut it down. Do you think we could acquire that property and do something really cool with it?
No, we could not do that. No. The metal frame around the glass penguin enclosure is rusting and breaking off. The penguin enclosure has several areas where paint is peeling from the wall and ceiling.
That's where I draw the line.
The parrot trailer has damaged cages from birds chewing through the metal bars. Clearly, the manatee has been observed with a progressive skin condition.
Who's naming these fucking animals over?
That's another problem.
That's the greatest abuse I've heard of. Yeah. And let's name it Clarity.
The intending veterinary noted they suspect several dolphins may have ulcers and possible foreign bodies in there. There's a medical pool that the concrete's broken in the medical pool. The bacteria counts for sea lion enclosures have been excessively high. There's poor drainage in the flamingo enclosure. Like every animal, no animal is spared in this.
Poor drainage.
Bacteria counts are high in the flamingo pools. Continues to be a lack of appropriately trained personnel to care for 46 marine mammals, 50 birds, hundreds of fish, sharks, and rays. There you go. Miami mayor's response in Daniela Cava was sent to Miami Seaquarium regarding intentions to terminate the lease of the Virginia Keys venue. So there's a lease. Somebody else owns it.
Yeah. I think we could turn that into a really good, cool paintball facility.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know what you would do with the animals, though.
Well, you'd let everything go except for the sharks, because you got to have a shark mode.
What do you mean let them go?
You just throw them out in the bay.
You're on your own. I know we've been feeding you for 20 years, but you know how to catch fish, right?
I mean, that'd be pretty wild if you let every single animal in the Seaquarium go.
They'd all die.
There's penguins going across Biscayne Bay.
The dolphins, sea lions, and killer whales, the orcas would all die pretty quickly.
Because they don't know how to hunt? Or because they have nails in their throats?
I think all of the above. Yeah, they've got cancer and nails. But I think most of them were probably born in captivity, and you can't just... They're throwing fish into their mouth when they feed them. In order to be able to hunt, there's skills that have to evolve, and you don't just get those automatically.
You don't think they just...
You could train them to do that. You could train them to hunt and be able to catch fish on their own, but it takes time.
I picture it like a Pixar movie.
Also, orcas don't live in Biscayne Bay, so it'd be the dolphins are the only thing that.
The orcas though. Do you think? Let me ask you a marine biologist question. There have been a lot of stories about orcas popping up in Southern California and even around Key West and a lot of places around the globe where it's not typical to see orcas. They're popping up everywhere. Do you think that that's a product of a lot of these orcas being let go?
I don't know. I think animals showing up in places they're not showing up is probably climate change, but I don't know. I don't know where they're showing up in warmer areas or
in Key West.
Then that usually would be colder, but there might not be cold enough water where they normally were, and they're searching it out and they're going the wrong direction.
Food supplies and stuff.
There might be a lack of food supply, something like that. Maybe they are making. Man, that'd be awesome if they all made their way to the aquarium and just fucking protested.
They just start bashing the...
Well, it's a seawall with barnacles. That wouldn't do any good. But
let our people go.
They let them go and they die.
Free Willy.
Yeah. Do the sound again that they don't make? That they definitely don't make.
No, orcas are more like...
Do you think we can do a petition? Do you think anyone's going to sign it?
I'll sign it.
I don't know. I kind of like those things.
Like what?
Just... aquariums and shit.
Yeah, no, this is a terrible one though. Did you just listen to anything I said?
The nail, and the mouth, the throat.
He's on Tinder again.
I'm reaching out to the OnlyFans.
He's asking his buddy about his hog.
The nail in the throat.
I mean, we could ask Ron McGill because Ron McGill has been fighting that whole thing over
Billy Corbin.
Yeah,
that'd be another one.
And Ron McGill won, by the way. There was a whole battle going on with they're trying to build a water park. And maybe that's what they can do. Those developers were trying to build. They were trying to build a water park in the parking lot of Metro Zoo, and Billy Corbin fought them tooth and nail. and he won. And maybe those people
why did they not want to build there?
Because it was going to jack up the whole ecosystem. Like Ron McGill told them.
They were going to tear down Pinelands and stuff.
Yeah, it was like that whole like wooded area and the whole surrounding area around the Metro Zoo helps create the Metro Zoo.
Pinelands.
Yeah, and he's like, the lights are going to be too bright. He's like, all the bats are going to be affected by it.
Word.
Yeah, the what?
Pinelands,
yeah. Noise pollution, parking, the smog, all that stuff. So yeah, Ron
so you
actually.
think they should put it at this aquarium as like so.
Well, that'd be a cool water park, the Seaquarium. You could take the Shark Tank and make it
probably be a lot of pollution that'd be running off in the Biscayne Bay then from a big theme.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
You could also turn it into, let's just say, a park with benches, nice place for people to sit.
That'd be an expensive property for just a park, but there's already like
that piece of property is money.
Yeah,
the location. It's on a.
Well, here's the ironic thing:
it's on a like a point overlooking Key Biscayne and Biscayne Bay. Right on a corner.
We're going to petition them, and they're going to win and take this. We're going to win and take the Seaquarium away, and then some developer is going to come in and build a 40-story casino there and destroy the bay.
That Virginia Key is where the Miami Marine Stadium. It's literally a dilapidated island. We've talked about the Miami Marine Stadium. It's literally across the street from it. That key is there. There's a lot of development protections there.
Yo, you remember Jimbo's?
Yeah, we talked about them there.
We did. That's the coolest place.
Yeah, Jimbo's was right down the street from the Marine Stadium across from the Seaquarium.
To ride your motorcycle or bring your boat
in there. It was a
there.
squatters camp. Yeah, they would shoot movies. And
Pabst Blue Ribbon for 50 cents.
Definitely Fast and Furious 2 was there. There's a lot of movies shot there. And they would have like models would do like
shoots there with actual cameras back then.
It was just I think we mentioned it was a squatters fishing camp. And you could buy bait and smoke fish dip and beer, but the beer was like there's no liquor lights. So it was just like, what do you think you should pay for this beer that you're getting from me?
Quarters in the can and then just grab one out of the cooler.
I went to a couple of raves there.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun. But we'll start this petition, I guess. And this is your homework. You talk to Billy Corbin.
Oh, my homework? I thought you were giving Luis some more homework.
Yeah, I'll do some homework. All right. And you talk to Billy Corbin, see if he'll be on our next episode, and we'll talk about shutting the Miami Seaquarium. I think we should do that with Billy Corbin.
All right. I'm on it.
All right. Is this quarter over?
Minute and a half left.
Oh, geez. I thought you just weren't paying attention. Were you really just talking to your friend?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said he hasn't been active on OnlyFans in a while. But
will he talk about it?
That's what I'm still waiting. Oh, yep. He says you can call, but you got to hide my identity.
Okay, so it's Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn on OnlyFans would be hilarious.
Hey, y'all.
I don't know. We used to have a square.
You could see my penis, but
we're doing terrible impressions.
One time I was playing fetch with my dog and I accidentally threw my dick.
Is that Larry the Cable Guy?
Yeah, that's just get done. Larry the Cable Guy on OnlyFans would crush. Just with that shirt on top and nothing on the bottom.
Yeah.
Like sleeveless shirt and that hat. And then as he's jerking off, he goes, get her done.
Waiting for the catchphrase.
That was the catchphrase.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that's what it was.
That wouldn't be get her done. It would be like
got her done.
Got her done.
Get her done. Get her done. Get it. Get her done. She done.
In her eye. That's what he said.
In her eye.
Yeah.
Speaking of cables.
What?
All right, fourth quarter.
Isn't that for shit? Cables? What's happening?
I was just waiting the 4 extra seconds, and
you can take.
Oh, hey, look, dude.
Yeah, creative
we're in
liberties
charge here, right?
Yeah.
Do what we say.
Yeah, it's all about the flow, dog.
All right, well, tell him we'll call him next episode.
Yeah, tell him he's got time to come up with a fake voice.
All calls next episode. Billy Corbin, this guy, mystery guy, mystery penis guy. Call the penis. That's what we're doing next episode.
Fourth
call a
quarter.
Dick. Call a dick's a good segment.
Call a dick.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna call a dick next segment.
All right,
this mystery guy. Call a dick.
Dude, that Loudermix show, dude. That guy is such a delightful curmudgeon.
Yeah. He's great. Ron Livingston, Brian Regan's hilarious in it.
Brian Regan's it's
Will
funny.
Sasso's awesome in
Will
it.
Sasso's great.
I don't know the girl's name, but she's good. Everybody in the show is good. The short, fat guy that's the lawyer.
The guy
with the cast on his arm. He's hilarious. The whole show is great. Watch the show.
The guy who plays the what's his name? Parker or he plays the ex-cop who's the sponsor for the Cutter.
He's great. Although in the second season he's missing.
Really?
I don't know.
I'm on the first season.
I don't know if he like got cut or didn't make this show.
He
They mentioned him like, hey, has anyone seen Cutter? But you don't see him. I don't know. Great show.
Yeah.
What do we got? Fourth quarter. What are we doing?
Were we gonna do voicemails?
Yeah, I got quite a few voicemails.
Oh yeah, we've been away.
Speaking of calling,
We haven't been away. Fucking fancy britches over here. Been planning a wedding.
No,
Drinking.
we've been recording a lot of stuff
sunset.
early. Yeah, we didn't know the Super Bowl winner
Who
until
am I?
now.
Who's this?
I don't know.
That was Larry the Cable Guy coming. And you're drinking coffee.
What?
All right, here we go. First one, we got a new caller, but I think Dave knows him. Here we go.
Why? Are you saying that?
What's up, Dave? What's up, Forrest? What's up, Louise? It's Peter from Alabama. I'm a buddy of Dave's, and I've never called into the show, but excuse me, after listening to the latest episode and hearing Forrest threaten to get rid of the voicemail, I figured I would just, give a call into the show for the first time.
Hey, can you pause it a second?
So here's my...
Did I threaten to get rid of the voicemail?
You must.
You said if the same people keep calling, we're going to get rid of it.
Did he just sneeze?
he sneezed again.
Yeah, he must know you. Bodily function.
It definitely sounds like a buddy of mine.
I'm Dave's friend.
I only hang out with people that make sound effects.
This is Mrs. Syndergaard's son.
Sindeldecker.
Sindeldecker. Syndergaard was the pitcher. Yeah. Okay. Keep going, Peter. Thanks for
call
saving
into the show for the
voicemail.
first time. Excuse me. So here's my question for you. Do either of you have a comedy bit that you genuinely think is so funny, but it just falls flat on its face and like bombs every time you tell it? Like, I want to hear your best, worst jokes. Thanks, guys.
Oh, somebody sneezed one more time on the way out there.
Best worst joke.
Well,
I mean, you don't do them.
Yeah, you forget about them because you stopped doing them. But I've definitely had bits where I was like, I can't believe other people don't find this funny like I do. But normally you do them until they work. You figure out ways to make them work if you really believe in them. But
I'm bringing back a couple right now that aren't working. That abortion one, you got really upset when I did it at Common Space Brewery.
I did.
I don't know. You get all fucking churchy on me at your gigs.
Well, I wasn't upset, but I think I probably gave you advice on.
You're like, all right, I think I closed it.
Well,
it was about the abortion, about how we need to update it. That people are upset because you're killing a person.
Yeah.
People that are against it because they believe you're killing.
I think anytime you do something that borders on sensitive topics, then approaching it the right way is important, obviously, for people to see the humor in it.
It was clearly a joke.
And people don't understand that, like, why someone would do a show like Common Space is because you're trying to figure that out. Like, you got to do it over and over again to figure out the right way to approach it. So.
Maybe I wasn't approaching, but the way I would approach it now is I always like, if I'm going to say something about a serious topic, but it's silly, I started off very serious. I was like, well, one of the reasons is that that people believe you are murdering a person. I was like, and that's because we haven't updated the technology with abortion yet. Like, how is there should just be an app now that allows you to have an abortion. I was like, and when you take a picture and there's a person or something in the picture you don't like and you can just rub it out with your finger, it's like that, but for a pregnant woman.
Just make it,
and then you just take your finger and you just rub it on her stomach till it's flat and you're like, all good. And then you put it's called Instabort. I think that was what it was called, something like that. Louise likes it. So maybe that's, you know what it was? I just remembered. That's silly, but I would start it off with the Catholic Church against, this is why people did that. I was saying Catholic Church is against abortion. And I was like, I get that, because I was like, you can't prevent people from having kids. I mean, they're going to run out of kids to fuck. That was the part of it. It was some version of that. I don't remember. I haven't said it in a long time, but it's some version of that. They don't want to run out of kids. Yeah. That's what it was. So maybe I take that part out. Yeah. Just get to the end.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
So it's abortion and religious stuff. Yeah, you definitely.
Yeah. Well, but look, let me say this about the Catholic Church and the kids scandal thing is, it's clear it's happening.
Yeah, no, they've earned the criticism.
When people get upset, it's like, it's proven.
Yeah.
Like we gotta have a little fun.
I was just scrolling. I was just scrolling through trying to find maybe a
bit, you know.
Yeah. But
it is true though. You don't. You're not. We're not masochists. We're not like.
Yeah.
Here's the 86th time you fuck this out. You dumb motherfuckers. You don't know what's funny, what's not fun. Yeah. Yours would just be your whole act, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you bomb. I'm sure you bombed somewhere.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's every comic's bombed.
Yeah.
I'm not doubting that you bombed. I don't think I've seen it though.
Yeah.
And as a friend, and you know this as a comedian, we love to watch other comics bomb. And if the more you know them, the better it is. So the closer you are to them, the more fun it is to watch them bomb.
There's a lot of comics that I've seen bomb that are in the Netflix is a Joke Festival, but no, that's a twofold statement though, because you don't want to be a comic who never bombs, because that means you're not like trying new stuff, you're not pushing yourself or whatever. But but I'll take it as a compliment that I feel like
you have.
Yeah,
I know you have without even asking you. I'm just.
But I hear that as you saying, I've seen you have a lot of great sets.
I didn't say great.
Yeah.
Mediocre. Bombing doesn't mean you're doing great. When can I do Common Space again?
Anytime you want.
Just some abortion jokes.
Cool. That show's great.
When am I doing your South Bay show again, dude?
We got the 1 year. When is this episode?
Yeah, I did the first one.
Yeah.
Why am I not on the 1 year anniversary?
Well, after this one, you can come back anytime you want.
Who's on your 1 year anniversary?
Tom Rhodes.
Yeah.
When does this come out? On Monday the 19th?
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow, the 20th, is the 1 year anniversary show in El Segundo.
Maybe I'll just come
I got Tom Rhodes, Preacher Lawson.
Wow.
Tom Thacker.
Yeah.
And who else?
All Toms?
No, 2 Toms.
2 Toms.
2 Toms. Let me see.
It's a pretty heavy lineup already.
Yeah, hold on. I'm forgetting someone.
Preacher Lawson does theaters.
Yeah, Jessica Michelle Singleton.
Tom Rhodes, super funny. Been around forever. He's very successful. Although if you ask him, Tom Thacker's done a lot of late nights.
Yeah.
You should have Dustin Ibarra.
I like Dustin. Yeah,
he loves Dustin. Dustin's great. He did the Tonight Show.
Did you just did it. Yeah. Talked about fast food.
I know he lives super nearby.
He does.
He lives like near
and he loves my barbecue. So
get Dustin Ibarra on.
Tom Rhodes, Jessica Michelle Singleton, Preacher Lawson, Tom Thacker, and special guests. That's the lineup. So tomorrow, come on out.
Am I the special guest?
You could be a special guest. You can come do time if you want.
Okay, maybe I'll do it.
I'm gonna need a transcript though to approve your material.
Next.
All right. Thanks for calling, Peter.
Next voicemail.
Hey, I can do it.
Return caller, but not in a while. Here you go.
I can do it.
Hey, y'all. Thomas in Colorado. I'm wondering if after Forrest's story about his run-in with Pete Holmes, if he would have Pete Holmes on or be on his podcast to kind of bury the hatchet on that. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Here's the thing about that, okay? Because I thought about it after I said it. I would be on Pete Holmes' podcast. Of course, he has. I think he's a pretty successful podcast. We need to promote this podcast more, so I'd do that. 2 seconds. We'd have him on here too. This is what would happen though: is he would not even remember this scenario. And to me, as a new comic, when it happened, it was annoying to me, you know. But then, I think that he would hear it and be like, "What? What's your fucking problem?"
Yeah,
or whatever. And
you would seem like the
so
jerk.
I would look like the loser in this situation, even though he was clearly saying stuff he didn't need to say. My whole point of it was he didn't need to say any of the things he needed to say.
Yeah,
it was like a power move, and he's trying to make, as a new comic, is trying to make me feel small. Whether he was doing it consciously or not, and as a person, if it coming out of your mouth, you would be like, "What? Like, why are you doing this?" It would be, it was not necessary to say. But so I don't think he'd ever have me on his podcast. I'm probably beneath him, is what he would think.
Yeah.
But one day when I'm famous, you see.
I think you burned that bridge.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's ever made its way back to him. And if it did, he'd have to look me up and be like,
he'd go like this. Who? Whatever.
I'd look him up. He'd be like, what? A lot of people don't like Pete Holmes. I mean this in a way that a lot of people don't like me, and I'm not as famous as Pete Holmes, and famous is wrong, but I'm not as well known, you know. And if you're a comedian or you're an artist of any sort, music, this, that, whatever, there are going to be a lot of people that don't like you. And the way I deal with it is, initially I didn't when I first started, but the way I deal with it now is like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I could give 2 fucks. Like if there was somebody saying that about me, I'd be like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
I bet that guy says that. The guy you said that hates me. That we've told the story in here. That went there and tried to shit on the show in Miami, and then came back here. Thought he was like some big guy, and you said,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we told that the thing on the show when I like embarrassed him in front of his family. But he was being a dickhead. But I'm sure his version of it is like, Forrest is a real asshole.
What an ass.
He's that kind of
guy's,
podcast.
Yeah, that guy's probably got a obscure podcast talking shit about you right now.
He's not doing comedy anymore. Oh. I probably made it. Yeah, I did. I was with Pete Holmes.
Yeah. I'd go on your podcast, Pete. Let's hang out.
Yeah, I'll do it too. He's not going to have us. He doesn't care about us. He's too alt.
Well, thanks for calling from Colorado.
He'd have you, religious shit.
Yeah, we could talk Christianity. Talk about the big guy.
Yeah. The Christian Hour.
Me and him.
Pete Holmes and Dave. That should be a podcast. You guys should start it.
We'd spend a whole hour just being like, I know. And then, I just don't see how people can think abortions are funny at all. Like,
Yeah. That'd be such a cool podcast.
We're going to run out of time.
Pete would be like,
we have plenty of time to get through them. Just get through them.
Pete would tell me, hey, tell me more about this egg sandwich that you had today. We'd just be hamming it up.
We're running out of time, Dave.
All right. Well, that guy was calling from Colorado, and I just want to say I'm going to be there next week. So come on out. Denver, Breckenridge.
All right. We have 15 seconds left in this quarter.
All right. Well, yeah. That's a loose suggestion.
Yeah.
No, but there's a lot. We have like 5.
All right. Let's go.
Come on. We'll get through them quick.
Quit yapping.
All right.
We don't want to we can't do voicemails every episode, but we're glad that Peter's keeping it alive.
This coffee's hitting my my poop reserves, and I got less time than you do. So,
all right. Well, quickly on a text, this guy says, "Hey guys, Jackson here. Just heard that Forrest is coming down under, and you'll be playing in Brisbane, mate. Come to the Gold Coast instead. Keep up the good work, guys. Love your show. I've been listening since the beginning. Dave, do what you can to get here too."
I don't think I'll be in Brisbane, just I want to be in Brisbane, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it there. I'm definitely in Sydney, April 24th and 26th at the Factory Theater, and I'm going to be at the Comics Lounge in Melbourne, and I know that Richard wrote to me, so we don't have the dates up there yet. They're not up there yet, but they should be like any day up at Comics Lounge. It could probably be May 2nd, 3rd, 4th. During the Netflix's Drug Festival, that's why I can't make it. And then I don't think I'm making it to Brisbane, unfortunately, this trip. But I'm going to try. But I can't make it so much.
I just ran out of IPAs that Richard sent me. I just knocked the last ones off. So if you have an opportunity to bring some back, that'd be cool. They were really delicious.
I'm going to be busy, but since you're not doing the Netflix's Drug Festival, you could probably contact them when I'm down there and he'll handle me.
Okay, see what I can do.
Yeah, more homework.
All my free time.
If you want more beers from Richard, you're going to have to listen to this 2-minute, 18-second long voicemail.
Let's go.
See what I mean? There's quite a bit.
Just fast forward it every 5 seconds.
There you go.
Yeah. Getting a little faster.
Hey guys,
Fast forward.
Richard from Australia.
Fast forward a little.
It's Friday night over here, and I'm a little drunk.
I
thought you guys said you changed your message. It's the same. Must be the Australian message. I don't know. Anyway, sorry I've been quiet.
I don't know. I guess it hasn't updated in Australia specifically.
We changed it, right?
Yeah.
He's drunk. It's all sound. This is our voices. I think he thinks we're going to hire actors or something.
Summer over here, and holidays are on, and I've been on holidays, even though I don't work. Been to Bali, which I found is one of Cod's coolest jokes. He's taken one of the prettiest parts of the planet with beautiful locals and filled it with man bun wearing, leisure, bloody clothes wearing, leisure outfit wearing influencer idiots.
Man bun lizard people?
He'd vote for Trump. What he's saying is he would vote for Trump.
Now the helmets and feed rabid dogs on the beach. Dumb.
What?
These idiots need to realise you don't need to sit on the.
You remember that language, pig Latin? This is Australian Latin.
And then the dogs and the beach.
Bang the Barbies and the bing bongs.
This is the Richard I want to hang out with. He's like a perfect.
There's 2 more minutes of that. All right, keep it going.
He's found the real sweet spot.
It's in a lotus position in front of your laptop. Absolute wankers. I won't be going back. Anyways, I've got to say, I love listening to you guys. Listening to you guys like watching a Benjamin Button movie. You regress. Most podcasts I listen to, they get slicker over time. You guys go backwards.
What?
It's like you start out as a varsity sports team.
You know what he's trying to do. Keep it playing.
Little league.
I'll tell you what he's trying to do. He's trying to do the thing where he's like next us.
Luis at the live show.
He likes
the
it.
live one. It was a complete shit show.
Was he calling
I love
us?
Drunk Dave. He brings so much. Not a criticism, but R from it, boys.
What? Oh, the live one in.
It's why you appeal to us.
Tampa.
But I got very exciting news. Got home tonight. I bought tickets to Forrest Australian show.
Hey, you're gonna get to hang out with Richard.
Play the whole
thing. I can't wait
twice.
to see you, mate. I've booked us a lovely Airbnb.
What?
And
He's got an
also,
Airbnb
I remember
there,
you
so he
saying
has
you're
a
going
party.
to Australia. I went out the other day and I bought a heap of new throw pillows for the spare room.
What?
Can't wait.
Throw
Anyway,
place to
look,
the spare room.
Tyler, buddy, we're on.
All
I can now announce my
right.
US tour dates. Nashville, Tennessee, 2nd to the 10th of June, 24.
That's you?
Let's catch up, buddy. We
Who's
can do
this?
our podcast.
He's saying
and
he's
invite
going to the
these
US
guys
those
to it.
days.
He's got tour dates?
Louise, what's your rate, mate, to look after the producer for us? Anyway, keep up the good work,
All right,
guys.
we're done. Need
Forrest,
my
can't wait
tickets.
to watch the
He can't
sunset
send
on
it
deck
back.
in the Airbnb in April.
Nah,
I'll be wearing my Tom
Smell a
Segura
dick.
mask. Take care.
All right, Richard.
He'll be wearing his
Strong-
Tom Segura mask. Says.
Strong call.
I see. Yeah.
What was it? He was comparing us to Benjamin Button?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said we get worse over time.
Oh, cool.
Like Benjamin Buttons gets younger.
Yeah, he was getting better.
He's saying we get worse. Reverse Benjamin Buttons. Yeah. But he did buy tickets, so good guy. How many did you buy, Richard? Just 2? Pretty good. Got to fill up like 200 something seats in there. I got to promote that more.
You're getting there.
All right. Any good ones? Probably save these for another time.
Yeah, if we want to save some, I could play one more.
Just play them. Yeah, play this one.
We'll end on this.
Okay.
Forrest, I've absolutely fucking had it with you and your shit. Your negligence and apathy towards our podcast are infuriating beyond belief. Every ounce of patience I have is gone, thanks to your relentless, blatant disregard for our work, our deadlines, and the hard work I put into this.
What?
It's as though you've made a sport out of seeing how much you can fucking push me before I break. Nice job, bitch.
Why does it sound like it's an echo chamber?
You've won, asshole. I'm sick of dealing with your half-hearted participation and utter disrespect for everything we've tried to build here. Your commitment is fucking bullshit.
Is this
I'm
me?
done. We're at a breaking point, and if you don't take immediate, drastic action to turn your bitch-ass attitude around, this partnership is over.
Wait,
I
pause it.
refuse to let your...
What's happening?
I don't know.
There's so many things happening in this
What?
call. First of all, it's like put through some sci-fi filter.
Yeah,
or something.
it's like
he's in outer space.
he pre-recorded it, and then does anyone recognize that voice? Are they talking to us? It says podcast.
He said
I
Forrest.
think Forrest at the very
Forrest.
top.
Is there any other podcast with a forest involved? Like,
Is that someone doing? You know what it? You know what it sounds like? It sounds like someone took AI and tried to do my voice, bitching you out.
I don't know.
That's what it sounds like.
oh, you did this.
I didn't do this. I have
can
no
already
idea what
tell
this
you're
is.
a bad actor. I can tell you.
I swear to God.
The fact that you came up with that.
No, no.
It's also a blocked number, so there's no way of tracing this.
Can you play the rest of it?
I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, they're saying I'm not good at
It's
the.
over.
It's like
I
our boss.
refuse to let your indifference ruin what I've dedicated myself to.
Yeah. Here, pause it again. This
It's
would be
time to step-
like if this was. This sounds like it would come from Comedy Records.
Yeah, like they're mad.
Yeah.
Is that did Barry get hammered?
That's not Barry. And maybe it's Barry from fairly far away. But still,
I'm telling you, I think it sounds like my voice. It sounds like somebody took AI and made me mad at you.
or Dave Williamson himself was like, if I record this in my bathtub while I put the microphone outside.
I mean,
The
look,
fact that you would come up with it that quick means you did this.
no, I just couldn't figure out what the hell's
I
happening.
did not put that together as okay. Play the rest of it. Let's see.
Do you think I would ever do this much like, preparation for anything?
There's a few
You bought
seconds left.
jackets? You
I did
made a
buy
song.
jacket. I mean, I do a lot of stuff when I'm drunk for the podcast, all right?
yeah.
But I would not use words like indifference and
Yeah, you'd use them, but you'd say indifference. Indifference. That's easy.
Yeah, a few seconds left here.
Yeah.
It's time to step up or step out, Forrest. You stupid son of a bitch.
That's it.
It sounds like he's doing like announcing a high school football game.
Yeah.
Somebody got on there and it's like 3rd and 10,
Like
and they're
a-
like, Forrest,
Yeah.
I will not stand by.
Jerry Maguire
What?
took the microphone.
I think you're all right in the AI because there's a lot of pauses in there. Like it goes Forrest at the beginning.
Yeah.
Play at the very beginning again. Block number. We have ways, by the way.
Forrest, I've absolutely fucking had it with you and your shit.
I wish I did do this.
Why is there such a long pause there?
Oh, no, I paused it.
I was like, it's really long.
Man, could you imagine if I got-
100% Dave did AI and did this?
I did not do this. I have no idea what this is. You can believe what you want. But I do think
came up with it too quick.
I do think it would be hilarious if I got hammered and I called the thing and invented and then didn't remember it all. And we're sitting here and then I was like,
well, I'm sorry to upset you. Whoever this guy is, I'll really try harder to, my indifference.
Call us back live on the podcast. Let's have a conversation about it.
We got call a dick. Call a Corbin.
I'm not saying I disagree with some of the things that are brought up. But
what do you agree with?
Nothing.
You totally did this.
I didn't do this.
You did.
I don't know how to prove it to you.
Drunk. Sure, you did it drunk. Whatever.
Do you think that's what I sound like when I'm drunk?
It's AI. You just got to give them your voice and they do the rest.
I've never used an AI app in my life.
You just do a prompt.
I still don't know how Luis made those pirate photos.
I'll tell you why it sounds like AI too is because he stays on the same topic the whole time, and it would be something you would do because you have to give him a prompt.
Yeah.
So you would say, in my voice, yell at Forrest because he's not doing good work on the podcast. And that's like a super simple prompt, and he just stays on it the whole time.
And then am I famous enough? Do they have the ability to be like, use Dave Williamson's voice?
No, they would.
Do you feed it in somehow?
I think you can put your own voice in there, right, Louise?
What?
No.
Can we get an AI producer?
All right, well.
How would they, because that sounds like my voice a little bit.
I don't know. It sounds like someone.
So how would you? Could they just use like my? Could they like feed my voice in? Could they like put one of my?
Your negligence and apathy towards our podcast are infuriating beyond belief. Every ounce of patience I have is gone, thanks to your relentless, blatant disregard for our work, our deadlines,
Hold
and
on,
the
just
hard
pause
work
it.
I put in.
Like relentless, blatant. That doesn't even. These
not
words don't
Dave.
even go together. Yeah, they don't. I know, but it's AI. He doesn't need to be Dave. It's AI.
So I'm right. You think it's someone using AI?
Yeah, you did it. Yeah,
I didn't do
You were
it.
blackout drunk at the Sunshine Comedy Festival.
I would just call myself and do it if that was the case. I'd just be like, "Let me tell you something, Forrest.
All right,
I work my ass."
I got some more homework for you to find out who that was.
2 minutes
Super
left.
sleuth.
Let's get him on.
Dos
How many more do we have?
minutos.
We're like 10 minutes over.
Oh boy.
Was there any good ones, or we can do them another?
I say we save. I mean, unless you guys want to have a.
Yeah, what's his name?
They're piling up, dude. All right, we'll get to yours next.
All right, we'll save
time.
him. Tomorrow, El Segundo 1-year anniversary show at
Cool, I'll be there.
at South Bay Customs.
Special guest for Shaw.
Yep, at Dave W Comedy. You can check out the flyer and all the links and everything. Whatever, it's fun. There's barbecue. I serve barbecue.
How much do you pay me?
Barbecue. And then next week, guys, I'm gonna be in. All right, guys, the end of this week actually. Saturday the 24th, I'm gonna be in Parker, Colorado, which is just outside of Denver. And then Wednesday the 28th, I'm in Breckenridge at the Breckenridge Distillery, which I'm super stoked about. And did I tell you about this? Part of my deal is I get a cut of the booze sales that night.
Why are you saying it online?
I'm just thinking, I don't know if I should say it, but it's going to be really fun to
You
see.
should probably edit that out.
I'm going to do like a 3-hour set and just hope everyone keeps drinking. And then February 29th, I'm in Fayetteville, Arkansas, randomly. So come on out.
Good way to promote
and
that.
Save me, huh?
Randomly.
Well, it's just I'm one night in Arkansas on a Thursday. It's just kind of.
Just go to forrestshot.net. I got shows. I got some shows with Jim this month coming up, and then I'll be in I'll be in Australia, April and May, and then I come back. I'm at the Comedy Cellar in Vegas again. But whatever, it's all on forrestshot.net.
Noise.
Yeah, bro.
For they are the Mermen.